Next, Altered Alma. So Altered Alma is a Metroidvania, and I honestly do not remember the story of the game because it kind of goes through it pretty quickly in the very beginning of the game. But in essence, you used to be this manager or this protector for a massive organization that seems to be controlling a lot of robots. You decided to betray them because they were trying to command you to commit some form of massive genocide. You refuse that goal, and now you become a wanted criminal to that company, and you are now on the run trying to find a way off of this crazy cybernetic world so that way you can be free and don't have to deal with them anymore. Now, despite the game called Altered Alma, your main character's name is Jack, and you have your little cybernetic robot friend, and she's the general that we are following along. Now, the main selling point for this Metroidvania compared to others is that this game has a dating sim mechanic. So, in Altered Alma, you can do the same thing like in every other Metroidvania out there. You adventure, you find new weapons, you gain new abilities, you find out how to heal, attack, parry, all these different things. But in this game, your goal is to build a crew. You're trying to escape this hellscape, this cybernetic world, and in the very beginning section of the game, you save someone, and this person allows you to buy a ship or borrow a ship from them, and they join your crew. And just like in games like Baldur's Gate 3, you can talk to this character, have conversations, and you can choose different dialogue choices. Once you do that, they might approve or disapprove of how the conversation goes. If the conversation goes positively, they can become more than a friend, and at some point I believe the last sector means that they can become a lover. Now, I do not know how goonerish this game goes because I believe in the trailer they kind of showed a little bit of something, but nothing too crazy as far as I'm concerned. But outside of that, like every other Metroidvania, you learn about the lore of the world as you play the game. Honestly, I'm telling you this right now. I have over an hour of playtime on this demo because the demo actually has a lot of content for you to do while you're going through it. They have a lot of content for you to try out. So far, combat-wise, the game doesn't stand out to me in any real great detail. In fact, there are some things I'm not exactly a big fan of. One prime example is that you get this blade, and once you get this blade, you have the ability to kind of teleport to different places. It looks cool, but also it kind of confuses me in how it works in some places because there is some platforming you have to do, and you have to spam the button to go on a vertical area, and you kind of have to do this looping effect. As for the actual setting of the game, I actually really liked this cyberpunk look. I haven't really played any Metroidvanias that have this cyberpunk feel to them, if there's any ones that I have missed, because this is essentially the first time I'm seeing one. Like, it has to improve some things in the combat sector for me to actually want to play the game. And the dating mechanic is not exactly making me want to play it more. So it depends on what they decide to do at the later points as the game develops.